Okay, so me and Lily went to our local park, state park. Was out here walking around. Come on, baby. Where you going? Bless you. Where you going? You going to the sit up there? She's up there. She's going up there to Rachie. But I was showing her how beautiful it is down in here. And this is one of the places that we've found structures before. And I'm looking over through here, and I'm seeing, these branches that were on the ground, right? I'm just viewing how beautiful it is until I see this right here. Y'all see that? That's not a tree, guys. That's been impaled into the ground. You can zoom it back a little. Now, it doesn't look really big. It looks like a little tiny branch, doesn't it? Just a little branch stuck in the ground. Anybody could do that, right? No, wrong. Wait till you see how big this is. See that? And you can see that it's been shoved, impaled into the ground. Let's see, what? See, it's been shoved into the ground. But that is really amazing. You see the other ones laying here on the ground. Here's some more. And this is where I found a lot of the footprints that I have captured. A lot of them. Let's see if something's been digging. Let's see if we can see any footprints in it. Yeah. Right there. See. Something. Not very clear, but it's something there. Not a deer. Maybe it's a bear. Here. You see trees besides that one there. And this is all the way drug up through here. That was really cool. Okay. And then look up here in this tree. It could have fell and it just got caught like that. But it's right beside of that guy. Isn't this place beautiful? Now, if you walk down through here and down that gully, you'll get to the place where I always talk about. I had found the footprint, and the footprint is on my Facebook, the top of my Facebook page, the small juvenile print that was back in the mountains really far in a little pine thicket. And that way will take you back down to my holler. In between my holler and in between here at the park, they were traveling and stepped in this little mud hole. And I ran back up the mountain to get my plaster, and it was getting dark, and I got back down there and I poured the plaster, and I stepped back up the hill just a little bit, and all of a sudden there was tree knocks up on the top of the mountain, whoops on one side, whistles, stuff being thrown at me, and they escorted me out. And then the tree fell. I forgot. Yeah, the tree fell on top of they pushed a tree on top of my cast. I tried to go down there and get it out like a week later, and it was destroyed. This is beautiful. I gifted them a pumpkin here not long ago. Oh, look over here. I see something. There's, oh, all kinds of them. Look. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I see some more impaled sticks up there. Thought I did, but I don't. It's beautiful down in here. Oh, look at that stick holding that branch like that. And then there's a stick stuck in the ground. There's another one. Let's count how many. There was 2 back there, 3, 4. Just in my sight as we walk. I'm going to count them. It's 4. You know, a researcher had mentioned once upon a time that they think that they put them sticks like that for the young ones to climb up the trees, but I don't think so. I think that they're adapted to being able to climb up trees perfectly well, even when they're little like that, without a stick to help them. I think that it's a directional marker or some kind of identification marker, something that they know that we just don't understand yet. I hear Lily up there at the top of the hill with Rachie. It's crazy that I played here when I was little at the state park, but you know, it's adjacent to my land. And, you know, I had the sighting on my land. I've got plenty of audio between my land here and here at the park. We know that they're here, and we know that they're on my land. So it doesn't surprise me that you find structures or you find evidence around areas where people inhabit, because honestly, they're watching anyway. Like, they're very curious. So if you're at a state park, or if you're at a park, or you're in an area where there's a lot of forest around and there have been sightings in that area, more than likely you're going to be being watched while you're there. So you probably won't see them. Everybody that's probably everybody that's going to watch this video probably has been watched by a Sasquatch at one point in their life. A lot of researchers think that they're few and far between, and that's not the case either. There's a lot more of them than what people think. And it drives me crazy that the Gigantopithecus bull floats around so easily off people's tongues, because the things that I've seen and heard, that needs to be thrown out the window and just broken, shattered, because it's not the case. They are very intelligent. Just gonna leave it behind me as I walk. Look how beautiful. I was hoping to get a tree knock or something. I don't know, I can't remember how many sticks was in the ground. Now I started talking. Go back up and look at the big log that's impaled into the ground. Oh, look at this right here. Just laying here. And there's another one that's just laid beside of a tree. The small things, and I think that that's the subtle things. I think that that's what a lot of people miss also, is because, you know, if you are trying to stay hidden in any, you don't want a lot of attention. Sometimes you'll put little small things in areas for other things to know, but not humans, you know. And then I think some of them are more, what's the word? They don't care as much if people know they're around, and they'll do stuff like that, like leave big stuff for us to find. You know, there's different personalities, different personality traits. You may get one that really loves to build structures. You may get one that really likes to stick sticks in the ground, or maybe they all do, and I don't know. This is just my hypothesis. This is my opinion on things, and the conclusions that I've came to doing this over the years. But that is unbelievable. Look at this. You see that with the size of my shoe? No heavy equipment, no equipment or anything around here that you can see. This came and jabbed that in the ground 3 feet. So, all the non-believers, can you please tell me how that got there? Explain that one to me. Help me figure that one out. I'm having a hard time with it. And could you imagine them climbing this tree right here? Now look at this. I imagine them climbing up and down in that beautiful tree. It's a perfect climbing tree. Sitting in. It's getting dead though. It's about to die. What is that, a big walnut? I think it's a big walnut tree. Black walnut, I think. Gosh, it's gorgeous here. Probably do another video if I have enough battery and storage on up a little bit. But I'm gonna turn this one off for right now and go to another spot you guys will probably recognize. I'll see you in a bit. Love you guys.